Yeah, the funnel cones. Yeah, well, it was confusing me because I couldn't find any of the circles. So, I mean, except for eyeballs, the center of eyeballs. But what I noticed...
What's that thing that you have in Mandela that you can draw that you do all these straight lines and eventually it turns into a circle? Or they're triangles, actually. And you get all these triangles and you overlay them and eventually they turn into a perfect circle. I can't remember.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Kind of like the Olympics symbol.
Oh, look, here's a sea turtle. You ever seen one in the class? Swimming up like that. There's the head, there's the body.
Human construct. Go back to it. Human construct. Watch, I'll show you why. That's I just seen.
Me and my daughter saw that.
Close it back up. Show me what you're talking about. Okay.
Switch light.
Too much glare.
Try it here.
Yeah, glare sucks.
I know. There's a better picture of it somewhere. Right there. Sea turtles everywhere. Well, it has to do with some map that I had. Oh, look at the rays coming out of the top of the clouds. I love that. It's so neat. It's like these beams. Look at the rays here. Oh, damn. See them?
Also, go back. That's, again, a good way to identify the nanocarbon. The tips of the clouds like this, when you see all these triangular shapes, and look for the image that's halfway there and half not, because you can actually see these rays are coming out eye. There's actually a mouth here and another eye here. See the images? See the face right here? Another beast right there, the small one?
Face smoking a cigarette right there.
Again, inanimate objects. The only place I've seen inanimate objects is two places. One on the moon, a dude with a cigarette, and the other one on the moon was the necklace, the chain. Let's see. Race doesn't seem to play a part in any of the imagery. All different facial features.
Okay, you know those beings.
Come in.
You know those beings. They display them like Sumerian art carvings, and they're both standing next to a tree, and they're holding up this pine cone next to the tree. You know what I'm talking about? Okay. I saw that imagery in the clouds as a moving, communicating being before I ever learned about seeing it. Before I ever even saw it on a carving. And they had a weird beard. And that's the kind of being that appeared to me. I mean, I never had read about it or seen it. Never. Oh, wow. Those beings.
Yeah, you're definitely onto it. It's all shadows and lights, but in here, thousands of images right here. Image, looking up that way. Image, and now if you flip this around, we're going to see even more images in another way. No, but I mean, when you lock it, that's okay. It's okay, you don't have to. But I'm just telling you, when you get home and you try this, what I'm hoping for is that you'll actually see the tens of thousands of images. So if you lock this and you keep flipping it around and using your camera to view in on it, you're going to see things more clearly than you were. So in other words, the thing that you think is a dolphin, you're seeing more of a shadow of it. I call them shadow images. And there are shadow images too on the moon. When you're looking at the moon, straight on like this, you're going to see more of those shadow images. When you come down, because you're where we are, you're in the north, on either side. So when that changes,
have you ever seen the moon move in real time?
Sure.
Like no, like do this, like to where the camera can't keep up with it. You've got to move the camera to keep moving on the moon. I've got a video of that.
Oh yeah, when you're doing the. Let me see how close you can get with that thing on the moon. I'll tell you if you can't get in like I can with the telescope though. No, I don't think so.
Well, it was my Samsung SJ. It's got a really awesome camera in it. But no, I couldn't get that far. I used to have a really 5D sub-800mm lens.
Yeah. You're telling me about that.
See that going here after walks, my family's gonna teach me a bit. See, my family's like just very
No, mine
I
too.
love them though. Look at this.
I can see it all now. Over here, there's eyes with a mouth there. All in here, there's also imagery in the light. If you use, again, these things, pushing and pulling certain heavy metals, so you can watch in here, see all the triangular shapes that you're going to find in here. Most people online, there's nano rope, another good example of nano rope. You'll see the nano working together to make these images. When you zoom in on these with your other cell phone, and in a dark room, again, this is not working out here, but you're going to see what I'm saying when you do it in a dark room. It's much better. Right here, perfect face, perfect detailed face right there. Yes, perfect.
And that's
perfect.
more like a figure 8 kind of. That looks like the symbol I saw on the enemy. In Providence.
I did see a point of imagery like that that's outside the realm of what I now see all the time. But it was in that bullshit picture. It was in that bullshit moon picture. And it was a backward S with a money line going through it. Something like that.
That's a treble clef. No,
And
that's
I
a bass. No, wait. That's a, what do you call those things in music? They go up and then
yeah,
go
you're right.
backwards.
It did kind of look like
you
that.
saw that.
Yep. Oh, you saw that in the moon too?
No, but
Oh,
I
okay.
haven't seen that. One of the other things I saw on top of 53 in animals, number 53 was everywhere. I don't know why, but purposely. It was shoot, 2 S's, but one was backwards and they're facing each other. This, like that. There. My son can do it better. He's ambidextrous. But yeah, it was like a backwards S, forwards S.
And what was the color?
Everywhere, right next to each other.
What were the colors?
They were white. They were using
White.
the chemtrails to make them. Oh,
That's another thing I'm not exactly 100% sure of is that
I think it was
what kind of
electromagnetism.
control obviously a lot of these sine waves that are controlled now are controlled by the cell towers and other towers.
No,
Okay, obviously.
it was intelligently controlled by whatever it is
Right,
creating our reality.
Right, so that's what I'm saying. They have control over those. Now they have controls over that. Now, is the only word I've ever seen written anywhere so far has been the Alama, A-L-A-M-A.
No, when you said that, it's like...
Yeah, I don't know what it means. I asked Santos about it again. I have not heard from Santos. That's why I went crazy on Santos a couple weeks ago when my channel got shut down, because my channel got shut down, taken away from me, not shut down. It's actually still going. I can still watch my videos, but I can't get in there to do anything.
Right.
So I was pissed because I'm like, the last one I posted was I was saying that if New Earth and fuck Brother Sanchez, Del from Beyond Imaginary Curve, and Matt from Quantum of Conscience, those two guys are looking into this. They're both looking into this. Matt from Quantum of Conscience is a nice guy. He's not like me. He's a good guy.
Have you ever heard of Quantum Christ?
I did, but I don't think I like that too.
Right? That seems like a weirdo.
It's definitely weird, but
Yeah.
everything is nice.
Yeah, anybody that uses the word Christ. He seemed like a show. He just seemed like a show.
Right.
At least I like to be fooled. I like to be tricked and fooled.
Well,
So,
I know a Christ. I know it's not like a certain person. It's a concept.
No, but that's what he meant, and he goes on there. He calls himself
That
Christ.
is called, it's called shilling, and it's also called trying to drive people crazy because people have their awakening, their egos get in the
Right.
way, and
Right.
they start thinking, well, I'm this person and I'm that person.
And there's a lot of human construct that confuses us. It's meant to be that way. Well, it's meant to be that way. Even the shit that I'm trying to show people, I have to stay patient about it and try to be nice like Matt a little bit. So with you, it's worth it because I already know you're going to catch all this. So I can't get frustrated if you're not picking up on every little image. There's got to be a little bit of fear in you as well, just like there's with everybody else. Just like myself. When I started catching all this, there was a fear of it. Just like I'm telling you about the reason why I don't go into the numbers and the letters and the periodic table, all the shit that I'm going to try to pawn off on you. I'm going to try pawning that off on you on a personal level. The stuff with the clouds is the only stuff that I'm going to do with you on a pay scale. Everything else, and maybe the moon later, if you get a handle on it, maybe I'll do that. But the only thing is going to be the clouds. That's what I started out to really want people to do, and then move on to the moon. But as far as the trees, the grass, I can point my camera over here, do the whole landscape. I can come back tomorrow after they cut the grass, do it again and show you new imagery. I can show you all this. Everybody, I've been doing it.
As above, so below kind of thing, and it's kind of freaking me out because like the moon in esoteric, the alchemy represents the 6 planets, and it's kind of like it's coming out of the earth, it's out of the earth, and it's in the earth. It's kind of like that's kind of like the representation of
Yes.
I'm seeing the more spiritual side. You're seeing the more physical.
I've been through it.
Remember cones and rods in your eyes. We had cones and rods. If you ever looked at each other, they are the headdress.
Sure, the cones
in Egypt, in the Bible, I mean, I'm not a Bible thinker, but it's not only in the Bible.
Sure.
Things, but Iris.
Sure.
Iris.
You just did it 20 minutes ago. You just did it 20 minutes ago. When we were talking about why do these lines always go to like this?
Right, yeah.
And that was the that was the opposite of what you're talking about. So inside our eyeballs, I gotcha, definitely. And the lights and shadows and stuff, the sun, seeing 3, 4, 5, 6 suns, it's all possible. Not because of the filters, because you'll see it with your eyes. The reason why that happens is think of the different layers. Yes, the different layers of atmosphere they're laying out in the chemtrails. Now, years ago, when let's say you and I were born under the golden age, and we probably were. We were probably got in touch with each other even under that age, and it was a whole different look. When we were out here right now, the sky was orange. There was all orange around us. A purple? I don't, maybe the femininity of the moon, that kind of thing, maybe. I'd have to think about it.
I also remember going to, when I had that dream with my son, I saw him, where the big pyramid, I guess, or other pyramid, and I don't know if it's sunrise or sunset.
Right.
I couldn't tell. I've always wanted.
Now, if you were a serious, total heliocentric that I was speaking to right now, first of all, I wouldn't even speak to anybody that's here. But let's tell you what,
I don't even know
they would say Mars. They would say that you transcended to Mars because that's the Mars is orange and red also. Well, I'm just saying that's the colors, and everybody wants to use those colors and the of the stars and the planets, the stationaries as well, being mostly white. Now they're white to our eyes from here, but when you're really looking at the stars, you're gonna find they're all different colors. Some people have realized this over the years.
Oh God, yeah, yellow, red,
right.
green.
So
I
let me
can't believe it.
right. So now, see all these little white dots?
Yeah.
All these little white dots. When you start shining the light through, you're gonna see the constellations. Start with the Big Dipper and the Little Dipper.
2 days ago.
Okay. So the sun has a connection to the earth. The connection doesn't go down. It's a connection. The same connection you and I have to the people in West Virginia and the people in same connection, same nanocarbon. It's direct. It's direct. You don't have to dial nobody. You don't have to text them. Nothing. It's there. We already have it. If the person on the other side doesn't know that they have it, they may not feel it for years.
When you first started awakening, did you have a lot of people come out of the woodwork that were very strange I had people travel from Florida and Oregon to Tennessee.
Yes, because I had 10 years of human being fucked by with the human population. Every government conspiracy was scary to me. I was worried about every war, every this, every that. I probably believed I was. Now I don't give a shit. Now that I'm over here, the last year now, I'm telling you right now, once you get to here, you're never going to be afraid again.
Right.
Nothing's scary. Yes.
They can't scare you.
Well, you're going to realize how ridiculous they all are. And even if they do take you down in any way, you're going to get into you're going to be in your cell. You're going to be in your cell and you're going to say, you guys are a bunch of fucking morons, man.
Well,
just call my lawyer. I'll get out when I get out. And I'll go back to doing what I was doing. I ain't going on with your fake-ass world.
All of my shit got hacked. Like everything I got, my emails got wiped out. All the videos I had.
Me too. I'm going through that now. Yeah. Yep.
I was followed. My mom was followed.
Me too. Yep.
Really?
Yep.
I mean,
well, at least I thought I was. At least I thought I was.
Oh no,
I mean, you know.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I believed it too. I still kind of do, but I also know that even if they did now, they would know that they're not going to scare the guy. You know, if it was really them, we're not going to scare him.
I was scared to death.
You know,
I thought they were going to kill me.
Now that I see it for what it is and I understand the whole thing, okay, let's put it this way. I made it a whole year sharing this nanocarbon with everybody online, right? YouTube. Now you're talking to someone who would start off with 0 subscribers. I had no friends by that time. I spent the last 10 years alienating all my friends and family. Facebook went from 2,000 people that I knew down to 350, and most of them have me blocked. Put it that way. No family talks to me. I have no friends anymore. Nobody. The only closest people that I have to even relate to what I'm talking about are halfway across the fucking earth. The only one is you now coming into my life now. I'm hoping that it goes the way that I'm thinking it's going to go. But that's it. There is nobody else for me. So
there's more people like us.
yes, there supposedly are, but they're not totally on the awakening. Like I was saying, what if I meet somebody who's halfway awake? They still believe the earth is flat, right? we can't get through that and stop using that terminology. Stop using that. It's the terminology. Yes, everybody goes down these different roads. So now I have to debate with them. Now, what I'm telling you that I'm going to see here in the clouds, feline, canine, rodent, ape, human, and beast. I'm going to tell you 5 different triangular shapes, creating these shapes. I've spent the last year debating with people, nice people, even good people like yourself who know what they're talking about. They're on the awakening. And what they do is they come in and they say, you say 6 triangles, because this is where it started out. I found 6 triangular shapes, right? They say, no, I see 12 triangular shapes. Yeah. Several of them, they all ganged up on me. I see 12, but no, it's just okay. It's okay, because they were nice about it. So I, of course, defensive egomaniac myself, I come back and I say, right, exactly. So I come back and I say, no, you guys got it wrong. Let's go over it. So they convinced me to go to 8. I thought about it for one day. I made another video. I said, no, you guys, I'm bringing it back down to 5. They didn't want it 6 because it was feline, canine, ape, rodent, human, and beast. 6 triangular shapes. I gave them the Batman triangle, the boomerang triangle, the Saturn symbol triangle, diamond triangle, the letter A triangle. I gave them 6 triangles. They didn't like where this was going. And then what I gave them was the third 6. The whole system was coming back to a 666, and nobody wanted that to be. So I said, fine. So I had to be honest with myself. It kind of is. But then what I did was I had to be honest with myself, though, and it might go back to 6 because as you've seen on that poster, what I did was Saturn, the morphing. I put into consideration the morphing. Saturn triangles look just like a pyramid triangle with 2 little fucking swoops off the back. They're morphing. You can watch them in the clouds. It's the only place you're going to see this happen during morphing. The shape is, these are the 6 triangles. There's 6 main triangles, right? Yeah. So you got your pyramid triangle, right? You got your diamond triangle, right? This is what I started off with a year ago when I first found it. Then you got your boomerang triangle. Yep, and these are, and that's morphing, and it's just morphing. Then I had my Batman symbol triangle and my, so this would be more like the boomerang to me.
Boomerang, yes, I saw that in West Virginia.
Right, but what happened was, boomerang got added with the Batman triangle, because the Batman triangle was kind of more like this.
What about the Freemason symbol? Both.
Oh, they're all.
Boomerang.
Oh, well, this one, they all fall into this. Every one of these triangles fits into this in every which way. Yeah. You had your letter A triangle. You had your letter A triangle. I don't even know. I just, it all came to me in the last few weeks when I was trying to make everybody happy. I said, I'm not going up being angry. No, but they were being nice. But they were like you though. What I'm saying is they were on the other side of the earth. These people that are actually awake, and I need to be reasonable. I can't just keep saying ego. The same way I'm trying to be cool with you when you're seeing other things. If you're gonna see whales, dolphins, I can't turn you off and see what you see. So I need to take consideration of what you and Tripping Sponge are suggesting. Now I know because I've been out on the street and I've been doing street interviews for over a year now.
But with every person that you think is
that's what I thought, but there's not. If I catch people, that's the zombies, not yourself. But if I just catch the zombies out there, and I let them tell me what they see before I tell them, or if I say yes, and you can hear us talking in the back of the camera, and when they're pointing the camera at the lion, they see the cat, right? So they're pointing the camera there. They don't see the 1,000 images within the cat. That's what I do. Right. I make my videos to say, you see the cat?
You pay attention to detail.
Well, I just do it to make the videos.
Yeah.
I say, you see the zombie sees the fucking cat, right? But they won't see, and as soon as I tell the zombie, I'll say, okay, you see the one right next to it? See the one right next, and they'll see 2 or 3. Then they run like a motherfucker.
This reminds me of those pictures that people get posters of where it's a bunch of tiny images that make up the one big image when you're basically.
Oh yeah, I checked into it, sweetie.
Yeah.
I already checked into it. The tattoo artist, I brought the fucking moon to tattoo artist in a dark room, way better than what I'm showing you. So I bring it to a tattoo artist and I say, there's millions to be made here. You have to patent these fucking images. I posted videos on it. I created another channel. As a matter of fact, the phone I'm giving you is the Homeless Patent Project. Is the name of it. It's called the Homeless Patent Project. Because if the homeless would, it was being sarcastic at the same time as saying Jamie Lee from The Plain Truth and a bunch of other fucking liars who claim to want to help everybody. Want to help people, start telling them the fucking truth. Even if the truth sounds crazy at first, let them go see it with their eyes. Because the whole 6.8 billion have to see this with their eyes. Right. Otherwise, nothing changes.
What do they do with the billion?
We go right that doesn't matter, because what happens is when the 6.8 billion zombies see it, they're going to say no.
Yeah.
But what's going to happen? Yeah, but that's okay, because when the rest of us zombies, the rest of us assholes keep waking up, us guys that are on the awakening, we actually can go out and change all this, because this is our system. We still control it. We just don't know what it is and how to control it.
And there's so many people that are brainwashed.
Correct. Ourselves included for majority of our lives. So I mean, we can't. So so the only problem is if I bring it to somebody and I say, "Do you see the imagery in there?" and you say, then we're not going to get anywhere. You know what I mean? So there's going to be people like you that are out there, like you keep saying, there are others. And when we have to go out and say, then we can say to our parents, our children, wives, husbands, and say, "You fucking idiots! You've seen it with your own eyes, right?"
It'll take a few lives.
And probably, I don't know. I wonder myself too. Hey, I tell you what, it's never worked before. I've been back here. Like I say, I don't go into a trance or nothing like that. I just know. When I started doing the moon, I saw it all. Just blink, 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 and I said, I've done this before. I've told everybody all about the moon, at least about the moon. As far as the clouds go, they didn't have chemtrails. So what have I got here?
There's actually a more religious painting area.
Yeah, I know, because if you read in the Bible, you like Revelation so much. In the end times, what does it say about the skies?
There's a roll like a scroll, but actually...
Not that one. Not that one. I remember that one.
That's the Milky Way.
No, it's actually King James, so you should like this one, because it's in the King James, and it says that in the end times...
I don't like King James.
Oh, you don't? Really?
No, I'm not a Bible.
Oh, okay. No, I just thought you were interested. I had interest in all of them, so
I'm interested
it's okay.
in parts of it.
No, I studied Islamic, because I dated an Islamic girl and stuff. I just studied them all. Yes. In the end times, in the last 7 days, the skies will be filled with spider webs or cobwebs, one of the other, spider webs. In the end times, the skies will be filled with spider webs. In the last 7 days, I believe it is Revelations, I think it's the Revelation.
If this says spider webs, I'm going to go have a freaking...
Yeah, go look. Go look.
Because day before, I told you that there were spider webs in the sky.
Well, there are,
What the fuck?
there definitely is.
And there were in 2013.
Yeah, there is. So some of the shit, there's a couple explanations. On the bio level, on the human scale, that has to do with some of the shit they're spraying out of the jets.
Right, that's what I thought.
Yeah. Then on the other side, where the nanocarbon that surround us, that are actually doing all this other work that I'm talking about, the real system, they're doing their own thing. They're making their own patterns and shapes. So.
Do you believe in Morgellons?
Yes, I know a lot about Morgellons.
Wait till I show you a freaking picture of a fucking, I don't know what it was, but it was growing out of something. I was exposed to chemicals. I took a picture of it. It was like fiberglass, and I completely just got it off.
Yeah, Morgellons is actually very, very few people end up with Morgellons, because the most of us are hit with all the other biological weapons. Mosquitoes, mites. Mites are a big issue for us. You've got spider mites, mold mites, fungus mites.
Oh, yeah.
You've got bed mites, skin mites.
Oh, it makes me itch. Don't.
There's so many.
Don't do it.
Chicken mites. You got chicken mites, ear mites. You've got.
Chicken mites. My girl got chicken mites.
I used to have chickens. I used to go through it all the time. So all these different things that are out there, it's already done. The Morgellons is a distraction. Morgellons is a fucking distraction from the reality.
No.
The same way you see it is. No, Morgellons is real. I'm not saying it's fake. Huh?
I don't know how
Those are square pixels though. Yes, that's true.
There's something infected into our bodies where they can see through our eyes. Right on the fucking... Yeah, I know it sounds good. It happened to me when I had my weekend off.
There's nothing crazy about that. You too experience the same thing you're describing. I do too. That's just that's us. That's them taking advantage of the system that most people don't know about. The same system you and I are talking about. You can see your friend in Virginia that you're close. If you have that tight of a bond, if she goes like this and hurts her fucking hand, your hand's gonna hurt. Yes.
That happened to us. Every single thing that happened to her, I mirrored on my body.
Sure. And most times you don't even realize it's happening. Okay, the dream the dream with the guy with the red hat. Okay, the dream with the guy with the red hat. You've already dreamt about it. It could be. It could be. But the thing is that you need numbers. You need symbolism. The The red hat was merely a symbol. If it was me, I can guarantee you this, I was already in several other of those. I believe it probably was, even if it wasn't that guy, you're just going to relate it to me to be that guy because of our energy. Our energy obviously already connected. The first time you saw my ad, you already knew the energy was there and whatever. So we can put together all kinds of human ideas of, just like I've been doing for the last couple of days. This is why she was forced to move back to Massachusetts, was to meet me, because if she was in West Virginia, her and I would have nobody in my life to talk to these things through with. Nobody would understand each other, right? Distractions. You are going to be so distracted by that, but you might still need distraction. You might.
That's the loose
you
part,
might,
yeah.
yes,
You can't
because
do it by yourself.
it's fearful, and I can see the fear in you as I'm trying to show you stuff. So what I'm saying is that you might still, in the back of your mind, and I'm going to try to distract you from being distracted, but you're still going to insist on it. You're going to say things like that to me, and because I'm not a bullshitter, I'm not going to go along with it. You'll still do what you want.
My ex was an Aries.
Yeah. No, but I just say that. I'm just telling you the facts. I tell you the truth. I will always tell you the truth. That is a distraction. It's a total distraction. I can probably prove to you that I was the guy in the red hat, and as we go along, I will. For example, the hat was only a symbol. The things that I made you do in that dream, you're probably wondering why I'm not making you do them now, and I can explain that to you.
I didn't know you do anything.
Okay, well, you think about that a little more. When this hat turns red is when I will do those things to you. And that's going to sound a little bit weird. Think about it for a little while. Go for it, because I'm telling you. So when it turns red, I don't know why this is. I don't even question it. I just know that when you told me about the red hat, I'm putting it all together. I see this brown, used to be dark brown hat, but now over the years, and I never wore baseball caps ever mind. So I don't know why I needed this. I don't even like baseball caps. I don't like hats, but I've kept it. I wear it every once in a while. My hair's messy or whatever, and I throw it on, right? So when this hat, I'm assuming, this is what I'm just putting together in the last couple of days. I'm thinking, okay, so, because the images just blow through my mind, and I seen it, and I said, okay, so it's just that today's not the day. It's our first meeting. You thought in that dream that was your first meeting with the guy in the red hat.
No,
it actually wasn't.
Yeah,
you saw it in your dreams other
wasn't.
times, yes.
I knew it wasn't. For some reason I remember it in my
You just
dream,
needed
and I don't remember him in what.
Yes, and the same thing goes with you. This is the body image that the nano is built, which is you.
Well, this is interesting.
So
I want to show you a bunch of images.
So this A can be longer on one side than the other. Another one, check marks. What happened was I ended up putting all these in the same category. Saturn is just a pyramid triangle with two little swoops out the side. When I found out that this was transition, they're only transitioning. Here's another one. This was another one that was on the list, and this is the one people kept seeing also, right? The other one, the diamonds. There were several different shapes of diamonds. People were writing me about it. I said, I see them, but what am I supposed to do? So I started adding them. Next thing I know, I come up with like 8 to 12 or whatever it was. So I said, okay, fine, I'll get off to 6. I was just counting because this diamond looks very similar to this diamond. This Batman triangle looks similar. So finally I went through the whole thing and I got it back down to 5. And I tell everybody, this is morphing, that's morphing. These two are the same as this one, they're morphing. These two are the same as several others. There were several other diamond shapes, there was these diamond shapes, the ones you're talking about that you did in your phone, that's right here. That's going to be the longer pyramid or whatever you call it. Now, so yeah, there's a lot of people out there that have studied all this shit that, like yourself, that are going to blow this away for me. I can't even because I don't even have the time to be distracted by it. And the system is telling me that I need to do it, and I keep refusing to do it. Same thing with the alphabet. Watch this. What I'm telling you.
Yeah, I kept going over that in my mind.
Yeah, so let me just give you an idea where I'm going with it, right? So everything triangles. Watch. Anything that I can't make a triangle out of, this is why I was saying look to the older writings, because Roman, older writings.
I was actually thinking Roman.
So that's what, yes, you're right, I'm sorry, Greek, I meant. Okay, this one I don't know what to do with. Maybe you will. get what I want
Yeah,
out
I know.
of it. You
Was
know what I
that
mean?
the E? Okay.
It's the E, but this is what I was thinking with the E is this. If I go sideways like this, I get my diamond, and then I get another diamond. So maybe E is also included like that, okay? F, also, don't know really what to do with
I
it
do.
unless I diamond it again or something.
Yeah, well, he's a straight line.
Okay.
That's what I figured out yesterday.
G, you know from the Greek.
Hell no, I don't know.
No, but the G you do. It'll look familiar once
Oh,
I do it, right?
okay.
Something like
I
that.
didn't think about that.
So you can get the triangles out. This is G, H.
What about H?
H, I would just say again, say all capitals if you notice. No, there is no such thing as small. That's human construct. I would do the same thing. Why not? Why not take advantage of it? Because we know that H is going to play a big part in a lot of other shit as well.
Oh, does it ever?
So yeah, so we already know that. So I would say diamond and diamond. Why not? It works for now. I don't have any other better explanation. A, B, C, D, E, H, I have no fucking clue.
It's a wall.
What to
I
do
is a
with it.
wall. That's ego. And H is a bridge.
Unless the I is this, again, the I could be this, a little smaller on top than the bottom, and it's that triangle, the phone triangle that you're talking about. So in other words, it could go like this, or maybe it's a diamond of something like this one. Because this one too, it doesn't even come to a point. This might come to a point with smaller nano. I don't even know. All I know is that in the sky, when I see an eye is represented as this. That's an eye. See, the thing is that I used to see body imagery in the clouds years ago when I used to be doing the same thing that I see everybody else doing when they're looking at the clouds now. And now that I see the system, I look harder and I realize that's not a body. Just the same way I'm showing you that female figure in the moon. The female figure in the moon, I see the whole body. I see it. So inside, I had to make sure that I was right because there's no body imagery anywhere else. Not in the trees, the clouds, the water, ocean. I can walk up with that fucking camera to the ocean, watch the tides roll in, and I can pull out all the same imagery. What's the imagery? It's not lobsters. It's not shellfish. I want to know, where are they? Insects. The neatest things you've ever seen are some of these insects that were surrounded by them. Where are they in the imagery? They're not there. So where are the spiders? I figured I'd see a million spiders when I started finding all this. Those spiders, where are they all? And that's what I'd like to know. I'd like to know about all the other species. The only thing I could think of is when it started out, feline, canine, rodent, ape, human, and beast. That feline, canine, ape, rodent, human, and beast were all electrical. They were the only ones electrical. When the light bulb broke at the base and they started letting the fungus in, and the fungus started coming in, we started slowly changing. Now, how that light bulb got broken might have just been by some arrogant, cocky humans at the time, 99.9% electrical. Well, this goes back to another thing that something I haven't got it all figured out, but I would say it goes back to something like this. The bullshit story we're told in the Bibles is called a God, okay? Those are all lies, and we all obviously have figured that out. Right, but just to use the word God for a moment so you understand who built the light bulb, whose invention was this light bulb in the first place, I have to just give you the word God. I don't know any other word to put on it, except for the human word you know of, God.
Wait, I can use the word God. That's fine.
Right, so let's say that God built this light bulb, and he made this light bulb. Now, this is when you're looking at a light bulb, this is the easier way. Go home and look at the light bulb, right?
Oh, I have.
Okay, so here you go. Yeah. Light bulb. Okay.
Ours, which is a human head.
Okay, so watch this. Okay, the filament comes up. That goes all the way up to Polaris. Polaris, okay, up here.
What the hell is
this?
What is this connection? Because when I was studying Virginia, Polaris
I have the wandering stars have something to do with the magneto effect of the entire system. When I'm telling you a light bulb, I still have not even got to the magneto part of it, because once I tell you light bulb, let me explain it. You got this filament going up. That's the nanocarbon core I told you about, right? On this Earth. Goes straight up to Polaris, out of the north. It's the north, right?
Polaris.
So watch this now. So watch this. See this part of the light bulb right here? All the nanocarbon. So if this was a mercury bulb, what would this bulb be filled with? What would this carbon be here? Mercury, right? If this was a vapor halide bulb, what would be in there? Halide, right? This would be halide inside this part of the bulb, right? Your sun that you're so wondering about behind the sun. Look to the side of your light bulb. You're going to see this little thing coming off on the side of your light bulb. This little thing here is going to represent the sun. Okay, this is where pressurized light bulbs. These are all pressurized, just like our system is pressurized. There has, in the whole outer space heliocentric model, there is no pressurized system. I'm sure you will, just like you will in a light bulb. That's why I'm telling you to look into the light bulbs. When you turn on your light bulb, you're going to see these nanocarbon floating around in your fucking light bulb. Get an idea of what I'm talking about. Now the moon, this connection from the sun comes, like I told you, down to Earth and back up. It's a connection. It's not rays of light.
Right.
Only our human eye. Now the connection goes back up to where? The moon. How do I know this? Because the moon is casting the stars. So the connection comes not down necessarily, but it has a connection with the moon. These are connections. They're not rays of light from the moon coming down on the Earth. And that's why when you test the Earth's, the light from the moon, you'll notice that the moon's light is several degrees colder in the moonlight than if you came to a shadow.
Yeah,
you know that story?
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
So now
what's
that
this? What's this? This action. You have rotating.
yes,
Rotating, and it's rotating. What is that?
yes, the moon does rotate
No,
that
I've
way.
seen the sun do that with another sun. I've seen the actual two-sphere rotate around the Earth.
They'll usually they'll usually be going in the opposite direction because, as I explained, they're reflections of the one. All the other ones are just atmospheric reflections. That's again done by governments. Governments are able to do that.
I was able to see so much more when I meditated, and I
You'll end up doing both. When this energy gets back up to the moon, one of the things I wanted to know about was the stars. Now I figured out the stationary stars because I can see them in the moon. So when I shine the light through the moon, I see it shooting out, including the stars that we see during the day. What is it, Venus, right? I believe it is. So we can still see. So that connection, day or night, it does not matter. All right, the wandering stars.
You know, each star has a metal and a gas.
Correct, and we also know that this is all iron out here because iron is the only magnetic metal on this Earth. It's the only one that we can make magnets out of.
That I was lacking.
So iron in the middle, iron on the outside keeps everything going around. Now there was a man named Daniel Boone. He was a senator, not the Daniel Boone from the TV show, but he was a senator, and he claimed back in the day, 1600, 1400, whatever the fuck he was around, and he made claims that he went to the North Pole and got the system moving again. He said he just put a hand on the system at the North Pole, and he just went like that, and that's how easy it was, and that got everything rolling because everything was slowing down. That was his claim, and he made this claim. I don't know if he claimed to do it. You can read up on it. I don't know if he claimed to do it in an earlier life or whatever. I never looked into it, but I always found it an interesting story, especially now that I'm seeing this. Because one of the things I wonder about, and I'm still looking for answers, but I'm getting closer, does the magneto end of it work? If I could show you everything that it's a light bulb, and you can see it for yourself, as you go along, you'll notice that, yes, it does actually work like a light bulb. So the light bulb got a little crack down here, got fungusy. Everything on a human scale is flipped opposite, because in the biblical stories and all the other stories, they say, why the deserts? They say, why the deserts? There were big quarries, and all, it's the opposite. Why the fucking trees? It was all desert before, because it was not all desert, but it was all heavy metals at one time. Not until us douchebags started doing it. Now, I'll tell you another thing. The pyramids, because you like them so much. The pyramids show all the imagery, feline, canine, right? But the ones that don't, that's why I told you to look into Peru. If you go to Peru, there's other countries too. These are other countries. Some of the shit that they will let us at. Look at those 300-ton stones in Peru, right? The outside of them, you can find the imagery in. Anything that's been precisionally cut. The only reason why the imagery's on the outside is because those stones have been faded. The environment, yes, exactly. The builders are. The builders. No, I think that these builders. I think the builders. These builders. I would say that would be God right off the bat when he built the light bulb. I would say it was just automatic. And we as human beings back then, this 4,000 years ago or maybe more, when we started out, we were supposed to be part of that system.
We are.
We are, but we're very bio. Our livers are all filled up, so we're blocked. We don't catch any signals anymore. Nobody catches the signals. If they did catch the signals, then when I went up to my father or my sister or my brother or anybody else and talked to the same shit that I'm telling you now, they would get it.